Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 22 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the New York Jets. I haven't done a rebuild with the Jets since like September or October. It's been a while. It is February now, so let's get a new one here. We got Elijah Moore here. I think I'm going to make my receiver one. Jamison Crowder, he's a solid receiver. I see him more of a slot player rather than a receiver number one. 5'9", 177 pounds. Definitely a slot guy more than a wide receiver one. Elijah Moore does have a smaller frame, I do believe. Yeah, 5'10", 178. Not very big either. Was Corey Davis like 6'1" or something, I do believe? 6'3", 209. He has more of a build of a number one receiver, so I might put him there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And then Corey Davis, Jamison Crowder will be 3. Elijah Moore, I also still want my slot. Yeah, I do. Got him. CJ Mosley, that guy, LaMarcus Joyner. Tevin Coleman, I want Michael Carter to be a future. Tyler Croft here. This O-line, people say it's horrible, but George Fant isn't the worst. Tardif is not the worst. Connor McGovern he's solid as well. Elijah Vera-Tucker has a lot of potential there. I didn't hear about too much in this season. I'm not going to lie. I didn't look into his season that much, so I don't know what he did this season, but I also didn't hear a lot of hype around him either. But Mekhi Becton is great. They got a future left tackle there. Zach Wilson's lucky to have that. He's got 3 above average receivers. I'm not going to say they're amazing. Elijah Moore has shown a lot of potential, but he's not. I would say some people can debate he's top 20. I could say some people could easily say that, but I'm not going to go stretch that far just yet. Anyways, Zach Wilson. A lot of people may be saying, oh, Zach Wilson's a bust. I heard that a lot in the draft, but in my personal opinion, I like Zach Wilson a lot better than I like Justin Fields. I don't know what it is. I thought Justin Fields was going to be a huge bust in the draft. He didn't show it this year, but a lot of people are blaming it on coaching. I just did a Bears rebuild talking about it, and spoiler alert, in that Bears rebuild, he did not perform well. We got Zach Wilson in simulation. I think he's all right. I don't remember. It was in September that I did it, but I like Zach Wilson more than I like Justin Fields. I will say that. I don't know if he's going to be good, but yeah. Anyways, offensively, it just needs developing. It's very young in terms of offense. Rookie running back, rookie quarterback. Michael Carter's actually a pretty good running back. I had him in fantasy whenever he was healthy. He was out for like 4 games on injury for his ankle, I think. But whenever he was healthy and they actually gave him reps at the beginning of the season, weeks 1 through 6, he got no reps, so I got no fantasy points from him. But I think week 8 through 12, he was putting up at least 13 points a game, which is solid. So I was very happy with his performance there. He's a potentially good running back in the future. I think he should have star dev. He was a 4th-round pick, though. Obviously, his partner out of UNC, Javonte Williams, is performing significantly better than him. But Michael Carter does seem to be doing pretty well as a rookie. Very small build, by the way. 5'8", 201. I'm 5'11", I'm 195, dude. Freaking 5'8", 201. Interesting build. Did not think he was that heavy. Anyways, that's enough of the offense. Defensively, I think the defense is more of the strong point. CJ Mosley, I do not want on my team long-term because he's 29, so he'll regress, and he doesn't really contribute to the Jets, but obviously injury. So, my point for this is he opted out in 2020, and then his 2019 year, he had injury problems. It's like he has done nothing for the Jets since he's been here. Ravens, he was actually really good. 203 tackles. I didn't even know he had that for the Ravens. 156, 28, 168, 140. The reason why we let him go, this is really good tackling stats, by the way. The reason why we let him go is because he was asking for too much money. If you ask for too much money with the Ravens, they're like, no, you're gone. Which I love by the Ravens. I'm so sticky and icky about cap room, especially in Madden. This contract, he's going to be a 79 overall within 2 years of Madden. You're not even going to make it to an 85 overall. I'm not paying you $18 million a year. So his contract is going to be gone off this team. This D-line actually looks pretty solid. Carl Lawson, Quinnen Williams. I don't know how to say. Oh my gosh. Floruso, Florunso. Fatunski. Is it Fatunski? I feel so I don't know how to say it. and he came out of Connecticut. Talk about a nobody, dude. But obviously in Madden, he's not a nobody. Seems to be pretty good. We have another Michael Carter here. Going to be a little bit confusing considering he's Michael Carter the second, and he's a rookie. He's also 22, 2 inches taller than Michael Carter, but weighs 20 pounds less. That must be so confusing in practice. Interesting. 2 Michael Carters on the team. And he's a Michael Carter the second that plays in the secondary. Interesting. Bryce Hall is our best defensive back. He's a slot at best. 6'1", 202. That's a strong safety build. Marcus May is our strong safety. Ashton Davis, not too high on. I don't think he's that good. Blake Cashman is someone I am high on, though. I feel like if he's given like a proper shot at starting middle linebacker, he can be truly something special, but I'm not going to move him there. Gerard Davis is going to be our middle linebacker 1. Don't think I'm going to sign him, so I'm going to start Sherwood over him, make sure he's there. LaMarcus Joyner I don't want there. I'd rather have Blake Cashman. No, I want Blake Cashman getting the reps because I don't think C.J. Mosley is going to progress into anything at all. So I'm going to move Blake Cashman there, and hopefully he gets a lot of the reps. Everything else here is fine. Don't think the team's going to perform necessarily well in year 1. So apart from that, guys, it is time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3. That's understandable, but our division is terrible, as it kind of always was, as the Patriots ruled it for a long time. But the Bills should be, I think, probably like 5-2 more like, or 6-1. Coming off a win to the Patriots, we're 2-5 with Mac Jones. Choose the draft class, keep auto-generated rookies. I'll probably go with offensive line, QB, DB, QB, defensive end. Like that DB out of Penn State, that Tyrell guy. Might trade up in the draft for him. Players ready to negotiate. DBs are really hard to draft in real life and in Madden. Marcus May, I feel like in a real life, he would get a 2-year deal. Here's the problem. He wants a 4-year deal, and if you lower the deal, he won't accept it. I want to see how he regresses by the end of the season, because regression starts at the age of 28. It's just such a big problem in Madden, and they just don't fix it. A weird name guy that I can never pronounce, I need you back because you're such a cheap deal. And he resigns. Jamison Crowder, 28, just mentioned it. Braxton Barros. I feel like in Madden, he wouldn't get a contract, but in real life, he would. So I am going to give him a contract. He had an outstanding performance, and he wants more money. I might give him it. Nah, after demanding more money, I don't think so, actually. I don't want to give him that contract anymore. Mike White, the GOAT. Nope, we're not going to re-sign Mike White. So anyways, guys, it's time to move to the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to a Bills. We are 8-9 sneak into the playoffs. Bills went 7-10. Doesn't make any sense, but I'm not going to complain. 4th seed. We got the 4th seed because we won our division. The playoffs is so rigged. We should be 7th seed for being 8-9. See the stats and awards here. We're going to be first round exit. Did great other than touchdown sucks. 22nd best offense, 30th best defense. Yikes. 4,400 yards, 21 TDs, 1,500. Terrible TD to interception ratio. Yards are good, but ugh. Michael Carter, 944, 13 TDs, 3.6 carry is not good. Elijah Moore, 1,400 yards, 5 TDs. Corey Davis, 9 TDs, almost 1,000 yards. Tyler Kroft, almost 900 yards, 2 TDs. Okay. Potential there with Elijah Moore. 113 tackles for Marcus May, tackles for a loss, 21 for John Franklin Myers. Sacks, 13 for Carl Lawson, 9 for John Franklin Myers. Interceptions, 3 for Will Parks and 3 for Bryce Hall. I think our DBs is the problem. Safeties, 1 for Blake Cashman. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to see if we can beat the Bengals to move on to the divisional round. I don't think we're going to do it. We're first round exits. Well, okay. 17-14 against the Bengals. Let's see if we can beat the Titans in their defense. Let's see what we got here. And we lost 42-17, as we should. Anyways, it is now time to move into the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as the Titans beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. I like how EA Simulation finally mixed it up, and Janoris Jenkins is Super Bowl MVP. Interesting. All right, then a lot of Browns awards for the yearly awards this year. Let's see if anyone got a development upgrade. Offensively, looking into it, we got Elijah Moore should be superstar dev after that season. Actually, 114 yards is great, but only 5 TDs. That's understandable why he doesn't get superstar dev. If he had double-digit TDs, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no one else here. Nobody got a dev up on offense. Defensively, John Franklin Myers gets superstar. That's sick. Blake Cashman, unfortunately, does not get a dev up. I really wanted that. But John Franklin Myers is the only one that gets a development upgrade. Let's move to the resign players to see if there's anyone to resign and look at their retirements. I need a DB in this upcoming draft, so I will need to trade up in the draft. I'm going to be looking to trade away CJ Mosley to try and trade up in this draft because I want that DB really bad, that Tyrell guy. 2021 retirements. Let's look into it. NFC, we're AFC East, aren't we? Yep, Emmanuel Sanders retires as he usually does in simulation. So let's look at the players ready to negotiate then. And Marcus May only goes down 1. He still wants 4 years, though. That's my problem. I can't keep him this entire rebuild for that long. Jamison Crowder, no. Tardif, no. Braxton Barros, you complained about your contract, so no. Everyone else here is just a no. I don't know Mike White was 27. I thought he was like a rookie. Anyways, let's move into free agency. Now, after simulating, we got Odell Beckham after free agency and Younghoe Koo. Odell Beckham on a super cheap deal to replace Jamison Crowder. I like that. He's very good in simulation as well. So let's move to the draft. Okay, now I'm trading up in the draft, swapping pick 16 for pick number 9 with the Bills. Oh, it's within the division you're trading. I don't care. Cry about it. And I'm trading my second-round pick, my later second-round pick, to trade up in the draft. I see 2 beasts on the board. There's a DB and there's a strong safety that I desperately want. So the strong safety doesn't honestly even look the best. Block shedding, catching, man coverage, kick return. So he looks enough for me to draft here. But this DB, Dante Farrell, is feral, dude. Just amazing. Press, man coverage, zone coverage. Just looks so good. Way better than Tyrell Tate. Just looks better in general. So I'm going to go with the safety here, and then I'm going to trade up again in the draft. So let's see what we got. Hidden development, 87 speed. Nice. Nice pick. I like that a lot. I want to see where Dante falls. Dang it, he goes to the next pick. He was so good. I wanted him so bad. Oh, I'm going to shoot myself whenever I see his development in the offseason. I'm just going to go to pick 25. And in the 3rd round, Tremaine Payne. 6'6", 320. It looks like we got another Mekhi Becton, but Mekhi Becton's like 350 in 6'6". Hidden dev, 88 strength. I don't know why I shot at this. F pass block power, but C pass block finesse and D pass block. I saw the run block finesse and I was like, hey, it's the 3rd round, why not? And he doesn't even look bad. I guess we just got a gem of a pick there. Let's get to the end of the draft. And this is the team after the draft. It looks like Payne isn't that good. I'm going to start at my right guard spot. Not my right tackle, because George Fant's better. Boast apparently was picked. I don't know who that is. Corey Davis. Odell's going to be my number 1 specialist. Going to be Corey Davis in the slot. That's fine. I don't want Mosley on this team anymore, dude. I just don't. Defensively, was Clinton that good? Wow. James Clinton, my 1st round pick at pick 25. I didn't mention him because he only had normal depth. 77 overall. Great pick, just no development. That's so upsetting. Dang. And who was my 2nd round pick? I know he's here. Is it Pinnock? No. My 2nd round pick must have been terrible. But my 1st round pick, Carlos McCullers, great. Great strong safety. So happy with this pick. Great replacement for Marcus May. I'm going to trade away CJ Mosley. They don't even want that. A 3rd round pick straight up for CJ Mosley. That works for me. Get him off my team. And now I need to go out and get a linebacker. I feel like my DB position isn't too bad, but it's not too good either. I'm going to make a massive push for a DB. If you guys want to be mad about it in the comments, you can, but I am going to make a massive push for a DB, and let's go do that. Trade center. Who do I want out of a DB position? I'm willing to give up like 2 first-round picks for a DB, honestly. Boom. 1st round pick, 3rd round pick, and a 6th round pick gets me Denzel Ward. What a maneuver. I needed a DB, and I need a middle linebacker as well. Let's go get some depth DBs. So I got Bryce Hall, Denzel Ward. Yeah, let's get AJ Boye here. 81 overall is not bad. Got that Mostert. Corey Bojorquez. Sure, I'll sign you as a punter, dude. Since you already rejected my contract even. Tyler Bass. Unfollow Joseph. Let's get Dante for a year. Snag him. Any other middle linebackers? Jordan Hicks. I'll snag Jordan Hicks for a year. I'll do that. Got a bunch of free agents on the team. I'm going to refresh my roster so the game actually updates. Man, my DB, that was a 77 overall. I wish he had hidden dev. Would have been such a good pick. Let's refresh this. Make sure that it knows that Denzel Ward is on the team. AJ Boye, what a good secondary that we got here. Blake Cashman should be moving to left outside linebackers so that way he can hopefully get a development upgrade. Maybe that will help him long term. Let's move you to left outside linebacker officially. Please don't just auto change the right outside linebacker. And he didn't. Specialist, Michael Carter, got that. Jordan Hicks. I want to move Blake Cashman to starter. That's fine. Everything else here looks great. Solely rocking with this team. Super happy with what we have here. I want to go to the Texans really quickly and see how good that DB is. I just know he was good. Please. Please don't be like amazing. Just have star dev because I'm going to beat myself up. Dante Farrell. Hidden dev. Oh my gosh. I know he's going to be so good. I knew he was going to be so good. Come on. Come on. What does he have? Just tell me star. Star. Okay. I still want him. I had the better overall pick. My guy was a higher overall. He just didn't have the dev trait. So let's move to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 2-5, bottom of the division. Yikes. Coming off a win to the Vikings. Okay, it seems like I can only beat the Vikings in any rebuild. Let's see the players we need to resign. Denzel Ward, we need to resign you, of course. I thought you already had a big contract. I guess you were on your 5th-year option. He resigns. Corey Bojorquez, sure, man. I'll give you a contract. Don't be picky with it. For some reason, you're white in this picture, and then you're like Hispanic in this one. Or light skin, I don't know. Drew Lock is our second-string QB? No. Quinnen Williams is a first-round pick. I should have got a 5th-year option for him, but EA removed that feature from the game for some reason. He resigns. Connor McGovern, no. George Fant, no. Blake Cashman, no. Everyone else, no. So, apart from that, guys, I would say that it is now time to move in to the playoffs. And here we are in the playoffs, not making the playoffs, coming off a win to the Ravens as we finished 7-10. Defensive rushing game is not good, but defensive points per game is 11th. So it's offense that's the problem. Looks like we're going to be switching to Tampa's playbook. It's Kansas City isn't working. Touchdowns is great. Very good offense in passing. 27th best offense, 19th best defense in terms of yards. 4,300 yards, 34 TDs. Interceptions is too much, bro. Carter, 3.7 per carry, 6 TDs. 3.7 is not good. David Bost, our tight end, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Corey Davis, 12 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. Odell Beckham, almost 1,000 yards, 7 TDs. Bost should get a develop to star, in my opinion. Looking into it defensively, Jordan Hicks, 151 tackles, great year. Tackles for loss, 20 for Carl Lawson. Sacks, 13.5 for Carl Lawson, 9 for Quinnen Williams. Interceptions, 4 for Bryce Hall. Safeties is 1 for Jonathan Franklin Myers and 1 defensive touchdown for Denzel Ward. Anyways, it's time to move to the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as Tua wins the Super Bowl, wins 38-20 against the Buccaneers. I wonder who the QB is. Marr wins league MVP, and it looks like Howard Lodge is the new coach of the 49ers. He wins Coach of the Year. And it looks like Myles Garrett wins Defensive Player of the Year. Who is the Buccaneers' new QB? NFL rosters. It better not be Mullins, bro. Nick Mullins. It better not be. Let's go to Buccaneers. Let's go to QB. Kyle Trask. Okay. I guess since Tom Brady trained him, I'm not really going to be upset about that. NFL roster. Let's see what we got here for the team. Offensively, Bost does get a dev up. That's what I was looking for. Payne is going to be starting. All right, tackle since George Fant's going to be gone. So he was a good pick, I guess. Zach Wilson got superstar? Why? What? Why? They just gave it to him? I mean, I don't want to complain, but at the same time, I've seen so many better seasons for a QB happen, and they just don't get a dev up. That wasn't even that good of a season. Like, it wasn't bad, but, like, he had more passing yards than the previous season, and he has more interceptions than the previous season. He just had more touchdowns. Like, I've seen QBs get 4,900 yards in a season and get 39 TDs and 5 interceptions, then not get a dev up. All right, then. Interesting. Similar rushing stats to last season as well. Okay, so I guess it's cool that we have a superstar QB now. Looks like Quinnen Williams and Carl Lawson both get superstar dev. Blake Cashman gets star dev. McCullers has only star dev, but that's fine with me. It looks like Clemson's going to be up to a 79 now. Cool. Defense is improving. I like that a lot. Let's move to the re-sign players to see what we have. I might re-sign Blake Cashman now that he has star dev. That's all I wanted him to get is star dev, and then he would be like a decent piece throughout the rebuild. So it looks like we're going to have to draft a middle linebacker in the second round because we gave up our first round pick, 2022 retirements. Let's look at the AFC East here. And we're going to have Mitchell Schwartz retire on the Dolphins, even though he should probably not be in the NFL again with his back problems. And it looks like we're going to go in here. Jordan Hicks, surprisingly, he doesn't get a dev up. Everyone else here is a no. Blake Cashman, that's just too much money for someone who's going to start regression the next season. No. I thought he was going to be like 26 by this age. Regression starts at 28. I don't think he's going to make it to an 80 overall. Let's move to free agency. And we had a huge free agency getting Tyreek Hill, Stephon Gilmore, Kareem Hunt, Eric McCoy, and Nate Davis. Absolutely stacked out this offense. Lamar Jackson's still in free agency. Doesn't make sense. 99 overall. A lot of teams don't go for them mainly because they don't have the cap room to sign them. So let's move to the draft. This is the team after the draft. I probably didn't show any draft clips because it was just bad. So the draft was really bad. I didn't get any hidden dev players. Tyreek Hill, Odell Beckham, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Zach Wilson, Kareem Hunt. Fully star development offensive line and tight end. Right tackle and tight end are lacking a little bit. No problem with this team whatsoever for Zach Wilson. Looks like Bolden didn't really go too high, but Wilson was my third round pick, I think. And he seems to be pretty good. I like that a lot. So our linebacking core is the only thing that we're lacking at. So anyways, guys, it is now time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3, third in the division. Yikes. Coming off a win to the Washington Commanders. Are the players ready to negotiate? Let's see what we got here. We got Mekhi Becton. Yeah, Carl Lawson. It's going to be a lot of big contracts. It's up the money for him. And he resigns. Carl Lawson. It should be a fifth-year option for Mekhi Becton, but of course they don't give it to him. Carl Lawson I do want. He resigns. Bryce Hall has been amazing for us, especially in the slot. Been doing very well. Of course, I want a cheap contract. He resigns. Corey Davis. He starts regression. I'll see how he regresses by the end of the season. Sadly, he didn't even make it to an 85 overall. Ashton Davis, super cheap contract. Do want him back. He resigns. Braden Mann, whatever. I already have Corey Bajorquez, Nick Mullins. No. So apart from that, guys, it is now time to move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, actually making the playoffs. 12-5, top of the division, first seed at 12-5. It's like the Jets getting a first seed. Browns and Chiefs are going to face off. Thank God. One of them is going to be eliminated. Gets a tie, advances to the Super Bowl together. Wins the Super Bowl together. Zach Wilson just had an MVP season. He wins MVP. Let's go. I wouldn't think I would ever say that in my life. 11th best offense in the league. Should be top 5. 22nd best defense. Let's not talk about that. 4,700 yards, 43 TDs, 7 interceptions. We have no linebackers on defense, so I can't really complain. Very good year for him. 4.3 average, 11 TDs, 1,000 yards, 243. Odell, 1,200 yards, 17 TDs. And Anthony Ferksker, 11 TDs, 1,000 yards. Where's Bost? Why? He should be my starting tight end. I guess the CPU signed a tight end. Tyreek Hill, almost 1,000 yards, only 6 TDs. Elijah Moore, 5 TDs, almost 900 yards. Well, 854. Taylor Blake, rookie middle linebacker, 117 tackles, sure word. 115 tackles for a loss, 18 for John Franklin Myers. He was one of our top sack leaders, now only has 1 sack. Sacks, 11.5 for Quinnen Williams, 9 for Carl Lawson. Interceptions, 3 for Denzel Ward. Safeties on the team is going to be 1 for Carl Lawson. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to move in to the divisional round to see who we're going to be playing as we are 12-5. Very good season, MVP quarterback, 11-6. New England Patriots. Let's see if we can beat them, their division rival. To move on, 28-21, here to face the 10-7 Las Vegas Raiders. Let's see if we can beat them to move on to the Super Bowl. That would be super sick. Here we are against the Las Vegas Raiders as it is 7-0 right now. Good stuff. 3-7, 10-7. Actually put the ball in the end zone. There you go. 14-10. Stop punting in our opponent's territory. There you go, 21-13. Nice job. 16-21 at half. 24-21. Stop punting in your opponent's territory and maybe it would help. There you go, 27-28. Ooh, I don't like this. Let's go here. Third down, make the stop. Get better field position. End game drive, you got this. Third down alert. Good job, 35-10. You're seriously going to choke this? No, they're not. I'm going to play this. Let's load this. Come on. DB, get in there. Come on, somebody's got to get there. Hail Mary. Let's go. They break it up, and we're going to win the game. That is going to be it, as we are going to win the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl, the AFC Conference Championship, as we're going to be moving to the Super Bowl. Zach Wilson, 4 interceptions to 3 TDs. Whatever. At least we make it to the Super Bowl. Unacceptable. Here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the 11-6 Chicago Bears. I wish I had that in my Bears rebuild where Justin Fields would actually perform, because he didn't at all in my rebuild. Let's see if he actually is their QB. Yeah, Justin Fields, he has superstar dev. In my rebuild, he was just terrible. I had to replace him with Aaron Rodgers. Anyways, let's see what we got here for the roster. Zach Wilson should be an X factor after an MVP season. And of course he is. There you go. 89 overall with the boost. And he is going to be, 87 overall without it. 88 overall without it now. And then 89 now. And he's going to be now soon to be a 90 overall. 93 overall with the morale boost. Nice stuff. Superstar X Factor. Odell Beckham is a superstar dev. That's cool. Fisker, I believe, now has star dev. Yeah, I think he earned that because the CPU just signed him. Yeah, he did get the star dev. Corey Davis, that's cool. Everyone else here is fine. Defensively, it looks like we look the exact same. Unfortunate. Clinton's an 81 overall, good depth. Wilson seems to be solid. Let's see if we can beat the Chicago Bears in the Super Bowl. Sure, Justin Fields will go off. Let's see if we can do it. And here we are in the Super Bowl here. Wow, right out the gates, immediately 7-0, 14-7. Their offense is so explosive, my gosh. 17-10 against the Bears. What a first half. 24-10, 24-17, 31-17. I think this is too far out of reach for us. 26-31, never mind. I'll wait. Let's go. 34-31. The comeback! The comeback! I should have held my tongue. Zach Wilson wins MVP for the league. And how did you just appear on the sideline, by the way? You were just running out on the field celebrating, and now you're on the sideline holding your helmet. Okay, interesting. Now he's back on the field again. Teleportation device with Zach Wilson. Anyways, he's going to win it. He's probably going to win Super Bowl MVP, league MVP. How many interceptions did you have? 0, but you only had 1 touchdown. Interesting. Probably Kareem Hunt carried. How do we put up that many points? It looks like Jets, Michael Carter, and Kareem Hunt both put up a touchdown. And we put up a rushing touchdown. And our kicker did probably most of it, receiving-wise. Tyreek Hill got a touchdown. Defensively, did we get a touchdown? Interceptions. Let's see the touchdowns. Touchdowns. Nobody got a touchdown. Kicking. How many field goals did you have? 3 for 3. Interesting. 34 points. Okay. Let's see the Super Bowl MVPs for this offseason, where he came back so clutch, dude. That was so cool to see. If we lost it, I honestly wouldn't have been that surprised, because it seems like the Bears defense seems pretty good, but 34 points they allowed, not good enough. The comeback on them was ridiculous. Zach Wilson only with 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, 88 QBR. Zach Wilson wins Super Bowl MVP, league MVP, and wins the Super Bowl, obviously. Dumpster fire. The coach for the Jets wins Coach of the Year, interestingly. Okay. And yeah, let's go to the re-sign players to see who we have to re-sign for our 4th and final season. I'm still going to play it out. I probably will just simulate to the playoffs, though. And I'm probably going to switch it up to the Buccaneers playbook to see what we got working with there. I'm always trying to figure out something else because the Chiefs playbook did not work very well in my Bears rebuild. So we are in the... Why am I blanking? AFC East. There we go. And it looks like there are no retirements for us here. So, anyways, guys, let's look at the players ready to negotiate. I don't think there's anyone I want. Corey Davis. I don't need you. You just haven't put up the numbers I needed. Fisker, no. Anyways, it's time to move into free agency. We have 33 million to spend. Let's see if we can acquire ourselves a tight end. And here we are in the offseason, after free agency. I only picked up Austin Hooper on a 2-year deal. That's all I wanted. So one of these guys, it's time to move into the draft. And for our first round pick, I picked 32, 6'4", 240 pounds linebacker out of Oklahoma, hidden development, 88 speed, B injury, B block shedding, B play rec, D power moves. Looks to be more like a coverage linebacker. I like that. So this is the fourth and final overlook of the team going into the fourth and final season. That's what we got. Sullivan is a 78 overall, 76 overall without the boost. Very good first round pick. I like that. I like that a lot. Very good stuff. Wilson's panned out pretty good. I like Clinton. Clinton seemed like such a good pick, dude, but not having a development trait in this game just makes you a bust automatically. It's very annoying. Tampa Bay's offense, let's try that this time. I feel like that could work out pretty well for us. Anyways, guys, I'm just going to simulate straight to the playoffs because we don't need to get to the midseason mark. Let's see how we do. And here we are in the playoffs coming off a loss to the Jaguars as we have to face the 10-7 Jaguars in the playoffs as we are 11-6, second division behind the 14-3 Patriots, who probably got the first seed, and they did. We got the 6th seed because we didn't win the division. You only get a top 4 seed if you win the division. Let's look at the stats and awards here. Offensively, another MVP type season. You didn't get it though. Not even top 5, ranked at 7. Interesting. 6th best offense in the NFL, and defensively 9th. Nice job. 4,800 yards, 38 TDs, 11 interceptions. Pretty good year. Interceptions still needs to be lowered. Kareem Hunt, 22 TDs, 1,100 yards, only 258 carries, 4.5 average. Great season. Great season. Tyreek Hill, 1,200 yards, 5 TDs. Great. Odell, 9 TDs, 1,000 yards. Odell is consistent in every single Madden simulation. It's awesome. Elijah Moore, 1,000 yards, 10 TDs. Austin Hooper, 11 TDs, almost 1,000 yards. That's exactly what I wanted. Great receiving stats. Jermaine Sherwood, 141 tackles. Sullivan was probably a rotational middle linebacker. I didn't change him into specialist, so that's fine. Tackles for loss, 25 for Quinton Williams. Sacks, 15.5 for Jonathan Franklin Myers. I'm just going to say Jonathan. It's fine. Quinton Williams, 14.5. Carl Lawson, 9. Very consistent. 5 picks for Ashton Davis, finally showing up on the stat sheet. Carlos McCullers finally showing up on the stat sheet with 4 interceptions. Bryce Hall, always been consistent. Safeties, 1 for Dwight Bolden. My bad. My first round pick one year. No, I think it was my 2nd round pick. Shows up, 0 defensive touchdowns. Let's see if we can beat the 10-7 Jacksonville Jaguars in the wild card. Will we be a first round exit? And we won't. 42-34, 9-8 Chiefs. That just shows you how great simulation is that they're 9-8. Let's see what we got here. Wow. 38-24. I'm surprised. 14-3 Patriots. We beat them last year in the divisional. Can we do it in the conference championship here? 56-14 blowout win, and we're going to face the Bears back-to-back years. No way. No way. Is there 11-6? Wow. Wow. That's wild. Zach Wilson, 99 overall, superstar X Factor with the boost, with the morale boost. He's 99 overall, but he's 96 overall without it. Such a great career on this team. So glad I didn't even need to replace him. Surprised Odell doesn't have superstar X Factor. Good for him. Hooper. I'm not going to give him a dev up. He still had a solid season, though. Defensively, Quinton Williams, X Factor. John Franklin Myers. He got 15.5 sacks in the season. You're not going to tell me he's not getting... He had more sacks than anyone on the team. He's going to get an X Factor. Cry about it in the comments if you want. 15.5 sacks in the season. Been very consistent throughout the rebuild. He needs a dev up. He gets it. Denzel Ward, Bryce Hall, I feel like, should get superstar dev because he's been so consistent. He's so good in this rebuild, but he's not going to get it. Paul Sullivan only gets star dev. I'm going to leave Sherwood at middle linebacker just because we're in the Super Bowl for a reason, so why not just not screw up anything that's already working for us? So let's see if we can beat the Chicago Bears, or let's see if they will get our revenge on us. So let's see if we can get back-to-back Super Bowls with Zach Wilson. Let's get into it. Here we are in the Super Bowl against the Bears. 3-0 against the Bears. Let's see what we got. 3-7. Okay. Okay, what's happening? Let's actually capitalize. We're in the red zone, please. 6-7. Very slow Super Bowl. 6-7 at halftime, of course. 12-15. Such a low-scoring Super Bowl. Can we please not punt in our opponent's territory? They're going to score here. Yeah, that's probably going to seal the deal, honestly. And onside kick, big stop. Yeah, the game's over. The game is just over. I hate to break it to you. We're just not going to win this. Let's go back to the Super Sim. Let's go here, go to endgame. It's just not possible. Yep, we're going to lose. Bears are going to get their revenge. Justin Fields is going to be show betting onto the field. And now he's suddenly on the sideline. Same simulation happened. I don't know why. But still a successful rebuild. Unfortunately, we couldn't take back-to-back Super Bowls, but it's fine with me. Super, super great rebuild. I heavily enjoyed this one a lot more than I enjoyed my Bears rebuild. I'm not going to lie. This is a lot more fun like this. Let's go to the off season. Also, if you guys are still watching this, tell me if you like my thumbnails now better or my older thumbnails, as in like the ones with the stadium in the background. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching this rebuild. Super, super fun. I really enjoyed this one as David Montgomery wins Super Bowl MVP. And looking into the final roster, this is just what we're rocking with. Super amazing God squad that we made. Zach Wilson, Superstar X Factor, 99 overall. Very good team overall. I thank you guys all for watching. And apart from that, guys, I'll see you guys all in the next one.